It's dangerous to go alone. Take this.
And welcome to the realm of geekdom. This is nerd breaking news. We have to talk about it. Everybody's talking about it. We're talking about the historic night from Bam Adebayo with 83 points. So before we jump into that, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss any of our episodes. Let's talk about it. Is it 83 points or is it a broken product? Let's go ahead and jump with the professor to start this one out.
At the end of the day, what the number says is what the number says. What the history book has is what the history book has. Like it or love it, hate it or love it, it doesn't matter. And I don't care. At the end of the day, Bam Adebayo got 83 points. Should he have gotten 83 points? No. The Washington Wizards should have played better defense to prevent him from getting 83 points. But they failed. And at the end of the day, the Miami Heat exploited that failure. And here we are. And the question that every NBA fan needs to ask themselves is, why didn't your star player get 83 points against the Washington Wizards? What you need to do, what all you out there need to do, is you need to look at your basketball rosters and make phone calls to your basketball teams and ask why the following people could not drop 83 points on the Washington Wizards. Why couldn't Devin Booker do it? Why couldn't who's that star player from the Knicks? The kid, what's his name?
Hey, you know who he is. Leave that man alone.
Exactly. Why couldn't he do it? We got a lot of elite scorers, and they couldn't do it. And essentially, when you're looking at who Bam Adebayo did it to, he did it to the future of their little franchise. He did it to Alexander Sarr, the person who they put all their marbles in. He revealed to everyone that kid is not ready for prime time. Annihilated that kid and all his little friends. And he did all of it in one quarter. Quarter number 2, them people gave up. I saw those grown men out there die and fold on that floor. They didn't stand a chance. Quarter 3 comes in. Bam, slowing down. They're still dead. They don't get up. They have no hope, no dreams, no thoughts, no prayers. They had nothing against this man at all. Now, there are some questions about the fourth quarter. I hear you. But at that point, the man already had 70 points. 70 to 83, not that big. So the fourth quarter, not even worth a discussion. He's right there anyways. What are we talking about? And that team had no defense. More pores than a block of cheese. They were done. They were done. They just wanted to get out of there. They tried triple teaming that man. Didn't work. All that did was foul him even more. And the majority of those fouls everybody was complaining about, that man got 10 fouls a quarter. You ever seen a player get 10 fouls a quarter? No. You know why he did? Because the Wizards are just that bad. They're just that bad. So we can sit down and be like, oh my God, Bam Adebayo didn't deserve it. Well, he did it. And the way the world works is what you get is usually what you deserve. And he got it because he deserved it. And it's just that simple. And if you don't like the NBA's product, I don't know what to tell you. At the end of the day, the problem with the NBA is you have a lot of players who are in there who are more interested in their paychecks than winning games. It's just that simple. And when you're looking at the Wizards, their pride kicked in a little bit towards the end. But at that point, they were already so broken and so defeated. And Eric Spoelstra is such a great coach that he literally was playing around with that team. He was like, man, he was there laughing, drawing up schemes. He's like, idiots. And then bam, and the team would be like, all right, let's go kill him some more. Beat him up some more. And the Wizards are just like, oh my God. That's what happened. It is what it is. Don't know what to tell y'all. At the end of the day, Bam Adebayo will now be a Hall of Famer. It is what it is. He's got 83 points. It is what it is. If you don't like it, go petition your star player to go get 84. Guess what? They won't be able to. Sorry.
I can see you're representing the shirt too.
Correct.
You got that Heat shirt.
Correct. I want everybody to know, yes, I'm biased, and no, I don't care.
Yeah, At least he's honest.
Yeah, go for it.
I want to give it to you first since you're the Kobe guy. I'll go last.
You make a lot of great points, right? He got 83 points. He's in the record. There's nothing we can actually do about it, right? As the resident Laker fan, yes, I am upset how this became to be. Yes, I am crying. Yes, I am angry because for me, like that fourth quarter was so disgusting.
It was.
For me, I just don't know what to do. Like your own team is fouling, the other team is fouling you. It just looked like the NBA got together and said, "Fudge it, man. We're just gonna get this guy those 83 points. Break this record. We suck so much as a little Washington that we might as well help somebody else break this modern record in a sense." It sucks as a Kobe fan. It really does. And we could argue here all we want about, the ethical and unethical aspects of it, the free throws that was like record, NBA record right there. But at the end of the day, it's in the books already. There's nothing you can do about it.
May I throw in one additional point? No one wants to be Jalen Rose. No one wants to be remembered for being a loser. No one does. No one on the Washington Wizards.
What's that girl's name? He did marry that girl.
He lost her too. Exactly. The Washington Wizards do not want to be remembered for letting Bam Adebayo get those points. So there's this idea that team was like, okay, we're going to help him do it. No, they really are just that bad. They
are, but they're so bad that they just gave it away. They helped them. They helped them in a sense.
Exactly.
Because if they didn't foul him, we wouldn't be in this situation.
How bad do you have to be?
Basic.
Yes. How bad
all you have to do is play basic defense. You don't have to be slapping around. This is not Shaq. He's going to make his shots. And look at him, 83 points.
Sounds like someone didn't report the whole Wizards team. Exactly.
Thank you, Washington. Thank you, Washington, for this.
TK, as the Kobe guy, how does it affect Kobe's legacy?
I'm not going to get into that argument because it's not going to affect Kobe's legacy in my opinion.
Okay. I'm just asking.
It's two different games. We know when one was a desperation of trying to catch up, and then he was just hot on the zone, ended up getting his 81 points. Well, in this case, this guy was a high schooler playing with a bunch of preschoolers, getting slapped around and just taking free shots and easy buckets. And mostly in the fourth quarter, because I'm not going to take away the first two quarters. Like the first half, he went all out. He was killing it. And he deserved, he put the effort in there. Just that fourth quarter kills me. That fourth quarter is the one that really aches everyone in Laker Nation for sure. But there's nothing we can do about it. Like I said, 83 points. It's in the records. There's nothing we can do. There's no asterisks or anything like that. What else can you say, right?
Yeah, at least you're honest. I think. Hold on, here you go. I'm gonna give Bam his pros before giving his cons. The pros, I think he had like over 40 free throw attempts.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that he made, I think it was over 30. That's impressive for anybody, whether you're a center, you're a point guard, anybody in NBA history. So we got to give him that credit. We got to give him the credit that he still hit 83. Was it a little towards the end? Yes. But he got the 83. It's historic. He's behind Wilt Chamberlain. Kobe's number 3. Those names don't align, but whatever. That's another day for another day. So we got to give him his credit. He's in the history books. He will forever be known for this. This is an historic moment. It could possibly give him to the Hall of Fame, which I disagree, but whatever. That's the pros. I think the biggest issue, and TK was alluding to, is you can get your points, but it's how you got your points. Like the first quarter, nobody can sit here and deny anything. He was on fire. Mm-hmm. He was just, I think he had a 30-point quarter. Like that, it's insane. As the second and third quarter progressed, he started, remember, TK, he also shot less than 50% from the field. That's bad.
He did.
So he shot 22 threes.
But I think a lot of it came from that fourth quarter where he was forcing some of the shots. That's what it was.
All of it was the force.
Because they was at that point he was already chasing it.
Mhm.
He stopped really working about like, oh, let's play as a team. It's like, no, the points are right there. I'm almost there. I just need to get points. And he was missing shots at the end. And I think that's what hurts his overall percentage.
I
It
think
is.
so. Here's the thing. That's fair, by the way. Here's the thing. I'm not going to get a Bam more than I'm going to get. The NBA takes a worse L than Bam. Bam is a mid player. He is a super great role player. For what he does, he's amazing. He should be the third option on the team. I'm talking about a real contending team. But because he don't have that, he does what he needs to do to help the team. He's clearly the captain. He's clearly the leader. He's the focal point of the Heat, heart and soul, and all that stuff. And he's still not even 30 yet. He's probably might be a Heat lifer like UD. He has a great future with Miami, all that stuff. These are all kudos to Bam Adebayo. But two things could be true. He's clearly not a star. He's clearly not a super elite defender. He's a great defender, but I don't think he's an elite defender. But again, for what he does amazing. Heat fans are delusional, and they want to think that this guy is actually better than what he is. He's not Anthony Davis. He's not Greek Freak. He's not Joel Embiid. He's not even Evan Mobley, who, like I said, who was the Defensive Player of the Year. He's not obviously the great Nikola Jokic. He's not. He's 0-2 in finals. He wasn't the reason why they went to the finals. He was just a piece of why they went to the finals. That's who he is. He's a piece. And so that's why I think, with that being said, I think that's what bothers most people, that he's a piece, that he's not an elite, historically great player. That bothers people. And also, like TK was saying, the fourth quarter, it felt off. It felt weird. Something was off that it wasn't like this guy was like, oh man, fadeaway jumpers. Oh man, he's getting this. It wasn't that basketball. It was weird basketball. Now, anybody in Bam's position, you would have gone for it. Stop lying.
Mm-hmm.
You would have gone for it. Sproles being disingenuous in his recent press conference. Yet, mind you, I know that him and D Wade have been going back and forth recently, the last couple of press conferences.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you want to go back at D Wade for. I don't know. He's the greatest Heat player in history. But anyways, and then Pat Riley. It's when people say it's beneath the Heat culture, you have to understand if that was Devin Booker with 77, who the hell are the Suns? Of course, go for the record. Just go for the record. Like the fact that it was the Heat, I don't think it was an indictment on the Heat. I don't think that. I think if anybody was in that position, you go for it. I think it's the level of basketball that's being played now. There's more Achilles now injuries than any other time in basketball. There's more spacing in 2026 than any time in basketball. The way people are playing is not the same. It's less physical. It's more threes. The mid-range kind of died out. It's a different type of basketball that you have to be. What have we seen the last 10 years? Every big man has to shoot a three. It's a different era, a different level of basketball. So whether Bam did it against the trash-ass JV team Wizards, whether he probably did it 10 years ago against some other bad teams, he did it. At the end of the day, you got to give him his credit. For the Kobe fans, I'm not a Kobe fan, so I'm happy. It's all better for me. Better for me. One less record Kobe has. But again, it's more saying how the NBA under Silver is not as it used to be under David Stern. And then people like to say, oh, it's just the old heads talking and all that stuff. No, you can just tell something's off with the NBA. Something's been off with the NBA. I think somebody said it earlier when it comes to their money. It's also their brand. They care about their brand. They care about it's. You could tell that these stars nowadays. I don't want to say everybody, but you could tell these era of basketball nowadays. Basketball is not their main thing, right? They got podcasters, they got influencers, they got this, they got that. Social media is a huge factor of why these NBA players are like this now. People, LeBron's also another reason. Player movement, player empowerment. Like you allow these players to become so much bigger than what they are. It is what it is. But that doesn't negate what Bam did, right? Two things could be true. Mm-hmm. Give Bam his credit, even though he's not a star. Good for him. He's in the history.
Correct.
By the way, what's this girl's name?
Aja Wilson.
Aja Wilson. She's better than Bam. Anyways, throw it out there. But yeah, good for Bam.
No lie detected. No lie detected.
Yeah, that's not offensive.
But she's a Hall of Fame player. She's amazing.
So is he?
Something Bam isn't. But anyways, good for Bam. It's just more for me. It's the broken product element for me. That's how I view it. Because this is my hot take. This record might be broken in the next 5-10 years. The way the NBA is playing. What if somebody hypothetically, guys, gets hot and they're at 55 and they've been popping threes all game and they're only at halftime? That means if they continue being hot, they're gonna bring. Will Chamberlain's record will be broken the next 20 years.
20.
And again, that's not on Bam. Two things to be true. You can't hate Bam for that.
Correct.
Bam did what he did. He played against JV teams. I would have done the same.
Correct. And one of the things that I'm seeing about it is that back in the day, these teams used to be very competitive. They wanted to go out. It was more of a team effort when they were battling it out. Now, because of the brand, like you were saying, Kid, a lot of people are starting looking at individual stuff. Mm-hmm. And LeBron James is one of those perfect examples. He's looking at individual awards, collecting them like if they were infinity stones out there. And, it's kind of like, dribbled down to all these younger players as well. And it's kind of part of the culture now in the NBA.
Yeah. And listen, as much as I don't like Bam the player, I've heard nothing but great things from Bam the person, from everybody around him. Everybody wants to play with this guy, which I don't understand. And everybody reveres him as a person. That's two different things. I might not like Bam Adebayo, the basketball player. I think he's average, or for his position. But the person, I've heard great things about him. So again, that's what I'm saying. For people to go to the extreme of the hate on Bam, that's too much. Give him his flowers, give him that. The professor can be biased all he wants. One of his Heat players did something. It's not gonna do anything in the playoffs. He knows it. I know it. The Heat are not gonna win anything this year. And that's mainly, ironically, because they have Bam. He's gonna win it.
The NBA only has to blame itself for not giving us the players that we asked for.
Oh my God.
They would have given us the players that we asked for. This would have never happened. This is the justice that the rest of you NBA fans deserve. And I stand on that. It is what it is. And championship or not this season, it's already a success because we already have a record this season. You're going to have to hear my mouth to the day I die. I would tell my kids, Bam Adebayo scored 83 points. It's going to be like that.
But that record's going to be broken in the next 5 years, so it will be too late.
Yeah, but you know what?
He slides down to number 3.
They'll probably be like on a retirement plan or something like that.
For a guy like
damn, there it goes.
But think about it, TK. For a guy like Bam Adebayo, who's the epitome of mid, to be next to these legends, what do I sign? I'll gladly be next to Will Chamberlain.
Because there's one thing about Bam Adebayo that folks don't consider, and that is that when you're looking at it, he's a very, very good ISO player. The problem is that because of how the Heat are built, you very rarely ever get to see those ISO skills because he's, again, a first or a second option. If you were to put him on the Lakers right now, for example, they would destroy everyone. Because if you're just putting one person on him, you're screwed.
I think also if you put him in the Lakers, the Lakers, like for example, if you get what's the center now for the Lakers? Oh my God, what's his name?
Ayton.
DeAndre Ayton. If you to give Bam his kudos, if you change DeAndre Ayton and Bam Adebayo, they could beat the Thunder.
Absolutely. Because the thing is with him again, like if he's the focal point on your offense, that means he's getting doubled all the time. He's got nothing for that. But if you're only putting one person on him, it doesn't work. So when you're going back to that play-in game, if you don't believe me out there, just watch. Go back and look what the Lakers did to Bam Adebayo. What they were doing is they were doubling him all the time, which made him completely ineffective, especially against Dwight Howard, because Dwight Howard's basically the better version.
Here's my counter to that. Against the Nuggets finals, they didn't double him because Nikola Jokic cleaned them up.
Well, because that's a generational once. I mean, we should never compare Bam Adebayo to Nikola Jokic ever.
Correct. In that finals, it was like, oh, Justice is done. He's 0-2. I was happy.
I would never go that far. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I think it's also, I'll say this lastly. I think also, unfortunately for him, whether it's fair or not, the media and the people who are against Bam and all that stuff, they're going to compare this record of 83 and then anytime, for example, today, right? Earlier in the game against, and who did they play today? I forgot who the Heat played today.
The team that we beat, the Bucks.
He hit 20 points, right? Which is season average, which is career average is lower than 20 points. Unfortunately for him. I could see a world where there's gonna be somebody on X or Twitter posting a game stat after this game for the rest of his life, saying, "Look at him, look at him." Like, for example, they're gonna clean him up if he gets, like, let's say 12 points a game, and it's not fair to him because Bam is not really an offensive guy. I'm just saying that's the cons of hitting this 83. Because also, to be fair, Professor, you haven't touched on it. The Kobe fans are pissed. The Kobe fans are livid.
They're always mad.
They're mad. They should be mad at the Detroit finals. But whatever. They should be mad in 2004 when he lost the finals. But whatever.
Mm-hmm. I know we're over time, so to be continued.
Okay, kid.
Hey, Rip
We're
Hamilton.
not going to touch any more of it. We're not going to touch any more of it. So thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Let us know what you think about this. Do you think that this is truly a broken product, a part of the system? Like, let us know what you think. We want to hear your comments. Laker fans, relax, breathe, just accept it. It's 83 points. It's the record. Nothing could be done. We just have to suck it up.
By the way, before you
keep your fandom.
Heat fans should be happy. Like, give the Heat fans what
100%. Enjoy this.
Yeah,
enjoy this for the next 5 years until it's broken.
Yeah.
So keep your fandom alive and your warp drive engaged, everyone. Until next time, fellow nerds, this is Nerd Breaking.